This is not an SPI display. What you are looking at is a parallel TFT. And that's exactly why it's so fast and buttery smooth. This is the Makerfabs 3.16-inch parallel TFT ST7701S development kit, and the UI you are seeing right now was not coded line by line. Why use an Arduino with an MPU 6050 and waste so much time on wiring and slow processing when you can have an IMU, gyroscope, microphone, speaker, micro SD card slot, RTC chip, temperature sensor, a 3.16-inch display, and the powerful ESP32-S3 with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth 5.0, all on a single board and far better in almost every way than an Arduino. Arduino is great, but let's be honest. If you were to buy and wire all these modules separately with an Arduino, it would cost more money and take a lot of time just to connect everything. So why waste time and money on something you already get on one board? Instead, you can spend that time experimenting, learning, and building new ideas. And the most amazing part is that you can create a completely mind-blowing UI in just a few minutes using SquareLine Studio and LVGL. This is a built-in example where you have to configure every single element through code. Implementing a custom design this way can easily take hours or sometimes even days just to get the exact look you want. Now, when I did the same thing using SquareLine Studio and LVGL, everything was done in one go. In SquareLine Studio, you can see the entire interface in advance in real time, so there's no guessing at all. I didn't have to write a single line of code for the UI design. You already know exactly how your final design is going to look. So in this video, I'm going to explain how to program this amazing development board using Arduino IDE, SquareLine Studio, and LVGL step by step. All the materials related to this video can be downloaded from my website electroniclinic.com. And if you want ready-to-use project folders, including all the UI files and other resources, you can visit my Patreon page. With just a $1 subscription, you will get access to all these amazing projects. Before starting the project, I want to share my software setup and the libraries I'm using. As you can see, I'm currently working with Arduino IDE version 2.3.6 and the ESP32 boards package version 2.0.11. If you want, you can also try version 2.0.16. Now, let's talk about the libraries. First, you'll need the Arduino GFX library from Makerfabs. I've already explained how to use this library in the Getting Started video. So if you haven't watched that yet, make sure to check it out. Next, you will also need the LVGL library. To install it, go to the Library Manager, search for LVGL and install it. As you can see, I already have LVGL version 8.3.11 installed. You will also need to install the QMI8658 library, which is used for the IMU and gyroscope. As you can see, I have already installed version 1.0.1. I've already created a basic template folder, which you can download from my Patreon page. Anyway, after downloading this basic template folder, I have named it First Project. When you open this folder, you will see that all the required files are already generated for you. Inside the UI files folder, we will place the UI files generated by SquareLine Studio, and in the SquareLine project files folder, we will save the SquareLine Studio project files. I use the same structure in all my SquareLine-based projects to keep everything clean and organized. Now, let's go ahead and import this project into SquareLine Studio. I'm currently using SquareLine Studio version 1.5.0. To import the project, click on the Import Project button, browse to the project location, select the project file, and then click Open. As you can see, the project has now been successfully imported. On the right-hand side, you'll find the project settings where you can configure all the important options. The display resolution is set to 320 by 820, which matches the display we are using. The rotation is set to 0 degrees and there is no offset applied, so both X and Y offsets are set to 0. The shape is selected as rectangle. For color depth, I am using 16-bit swap, which works perfectly with this display and LVGL. The LVGL version is set to 8.3.11 and the theme is dark, which gives a clean and modern look while designing the UI. I have also kept multi-language disabled for this project since it's not required right now. These settings are very important, so make sure they match your display and LVGL version before moving forward. Go to the File menu and then open Project Settings. First, make sure the project properties are exactly the same as shown on the screen. Also, confirm that the board properties are set correctly and match these settings. Next, under File Export, set the project export route to the folder where you want to save your SquareLine project files. After that, set the UI files export path as well. For the LVGL include path, simply type lvgl.h. Now scroll down and make sure Flat Export all files into one folder is checked. Finally, go ahead and click the Apply Changes button to save everything. For now, I have only placed Electronic Clinic on the display because at the beginning, your main focus should be on successfully running the project, not on designing a complex UI. Think of this as your foundation. Once it works, you are free to experiment and build much more advanced UIs. You can start adding widgets and move on to building intermediate and advanced level projects. For now, let's continue with this basic text. Let's generate the UI files. For this, go to the Export menu and click on the Export UI files. Then go to the UI files folder, copy all the generated files, and paste those files in the same folder where your Arduino main.ini file is located. Then open the Arduino main file. You can see all the generated files are automatically loaded. Before you upload the program, go to the UI.c file and change LV color 16 swap from 1 to 0. Then go to the UI.h file and make sure it's lvgl.h. Once all these changes are made, then you can go ahead and upload the program. First, go to the Tools menu, Board, ESP32 and select ESP32-S3 dev module. Go back to the Tools menu, Port and choose the correct communication port. Again to the Tools menu, Flash size and select 16 MB. Again, go to the Tools menu, Partition scheme and select 16M flash, and one last time go to Tools menu, PSRAM and select OPI PSRAM. Once these settings are done, you can simply click the upload button. As you can see, the program has been successfully uploaded. And there it is, Electronic Clinic in red on the display. This is your starting point. Once you reach this stage, you are ready to move on to more advanced UI designs. Let me show you how quickly we can make changes without writing a single line of code. As you can see, it only takes a few seconds to change the entire design. That's the real power of this workflow. I've really come to like this Makerfabs development kit, and you'll be seeing it in many more projects on this channel. Now, this is my final UI design, and I will quickly walk you through what you are seeing on the screen. At the top, I have a single screen called Screen 1, and on this screen, I am displaying real-time sensor data from the IMU. The first section shows the accelerometer values. Just below that, I have added the gyroscope section. This gives us real-time rotational information from the IMU. Next, I am displaying the temperature reading labeled temp. Along with the numeric value, I have also added a temperature bar, which gives a quick visual indication of the temperature level. At the bottom, there is a direction or orientation indicator, which currently displays flat. This label changes based on the orientation of the board, giving instant feedback about its position. All of these elements are created using labels, panels, and a bar widget, and each widget has its own clearly defined label name, making it very easy to locate them later in the Arduino code. I am not explaining each widget in detail here because I have already covered every single widget used in this project in my SquareLine Studio Getting Started videos. You will find links to all the related videos in the description below. I have already generated the UI files from SquareLine Studio, and this is the Arduino code that I have already uploaded to the board. You can download this entire project folder from my Patreon page. All the values you are seeing are updating in real time. As I gently move the board, notice how smoothly and quickly the accelerometer and gyroscope values change. There's no lag, no delay. Everything feels very responsive. This is where the ESP32-S3 really shines. Compared to Arduino, the processing is much faster, and handling graphics, sensors, and UI at the same time feels effortless. Now, let me tilt the board towards the left. You can see the values changing instantly, and the direction updates accordingly. If I tilt it towards the right, the readings update just as smoothly. There is no freezing, no stuttering. The UI keeps running perfectly while the sensor data is being processed in the background. Now I'm holding the board straight, and you can see the direction label change to down. This tells us that the orientation detection is working exactly as expected. And now I will place the board flat on the table. As you can see, the direction changes to flat. This confirms that both the IMU data and the logic behind it are working correctly. What I really like here is how fluid the entire experience feels. The UI updates, the sensor readings, and the orientation changes all happen smoothly without any visible delay. Doing something like this on a traditional Arduino setup would be much more difficult, especially with a graphical interface and multiple sensors running at the same time. This is exactly why the ESP32-S3 is such a powerful choice. You get fast processing, smooth graphics, and real time sensor handling all on a single compact board. And this is just the beginning. Once you have this foundation working, you can easily expand it into more advanced, interactive, and professional level projects. So that's all for now. Support me on Patreon for more videos. I hope you liked today's episode. Like and share this video with your friends. See you in next episode, and thanks for watching.